realized, before I get into everything, I just realized that, like, I forgot to click go live, and I've been talking for about 15 minutes, and I just realized that. Anyways, to start out, I'm going to talk about, first, to start this off, I will admit my wrongdoings, and then next I will go over why I took the live down, since a lot of people seem really, like, I don't want to say upset, but people seem, like, I guess, confused by that. I'm not totally sure what word to use. But I'll go over those things first, and then I will say some other things. This isn't, like, a planned stream, so I'm going to try and keep everything organized and coherent and, like, I don't know what the word is. I'm gonna try and keep everything on track, I suppose, because there's probably a lot of things I have to go through and a lot of things I probably will miss. But, like, if I miss anything, I'll probably put it in the comments after I end this stream. The reason I'm not making, like, a video about it is because, first of all, this wasn't supposed to, like, get as big as it did, I guess. I'm just a small streamer. I just stream for my friends usually, so I didn't expect a lot of people to get really upset over that. But I guess that's my fault or whatever. Anyways, I don't want to keep talking about, like, you know, this and that. I'll get into it now. But so, first of all, I do take responsibility as the streamer for recording the VC. The legal trouble thing, I feel like, was a bit over the top. Not only because that would be so much time and money wasted for this, but also because it was, they encouraged it publicly to get into their public Discord to join their public VC, which, to my knowledge, recording in a public space is totally fine. And also, Discord, it was not a DM or a phone call, but also, Discord is a video game chat thing, and video game chats are considered, like, public space, I suppose, because, you know, otherwise people on YouTube and TikTok would be, like, getting sued or charges pressed against them left and right for recording in, like, Discord VCs or, like, in video games and stuff. But also, it's an Animal Jam game on a Discord call. I don't think anyone would take it that seriously. But that's not the... Whoops, I apologize for that. That's not the point. I still take full responsibility as the streamer for recording the VC. My morals lie above the law, personally, and after I had put that stream up, I did feel extremely bad because, like, obviously we do not know these people personally, and some things were most definitely probably taken out of context, and we must have misunderstood a lot of things. I'm not making excuses for what me and my friends have done, but I would also like to point out that these people also had gone and done the same thing. They are looking through my old live streams, commenting on them, stuff like that, and they misunderstanding a lot of jokes that me and my friends have personally made. So I feel like it's hypocritical of them to go and do the same thing to us that we had done to them after we had already apologized to one of them personally. But again, we also shouldn't have done that. That was very wrong of us. And again, I am the one who takes full responsibility for everything. I was the streamer. I was the one who had control over whether my stream heard the VC or not. And I should not have done that. Because that is just like, it's wrong. It's wrong of me. So I would like to apologize to those people. I do not really remember their names in specific. But anyone who was in that VC at the time, I do apologize for recording your VC on my stream and not only doing that, but leaving the stream up. I might have mentioned this already, but I was going to take the stream down afterwards because, you know, I didn't feel great leaving that stream up, but I did it anyways because I was super tired and I did not think it would get this big. But, like, again, that is not the point. I shouldn't have done it in the first place. I would also like to apologize for the things that we or things that I have or might have said about you. That was not fair for me to do that whatsoever, as I do not know you guys personally. I will say that some of us were just joking about a lot of the things that we had said originally, and then it got over the top and we got really, you know, into it after the things in the fashion show had happened. There was another thing I wanted to point out. The stream just happened to be coincidentally started around that same time. You can believe me or not on that. That is up to you. But I do want to say that, like, it just happened to happen around the same time. Like, I did not mean to start the stream right as soon as that kind of started. That was not going to be the point of the stream. We were going to do other things. We were just going to hang out and have fun. That was the original point of the stream, and it got way out of hand. There was something else I wanted to mention, but I kind of forgot. Maybe it will get back to me. I also will say I probably already mentioned this, but I might not be able to get to literally every little thing that happened. But I will try my best, and anything that I miss, and things that I have points on, I'll probably put it in the comments after this stream. Because, like, there's just a whole lot to go through, I guess. But yeah, one thing I will say, that got misunderstood by other people, was that I was apparently going to put all of these people in bad jammer sections and discords and shit. No, I was just going to put them in my Beware channel and my personal Discord. I do not really have any other servers that I'm in. All of those are, like, personal servers for my friends, and I would not do that over a fashion show. The only reason those like bad jammer sections exist in other discords is for, like, scammers and hackers and shit. For me, it's more of just like a Beware thing in my own personal Discord, which I, again, feel like I was misunderstood because I had never said anything about multiple servers. I had only said something about my personal server. So that's kind of like it. Another thing I wanted to mention is that yes, we and like me and my friends, we totally could have like just blocked these people and moved on, but it also was a public fashion show. And I thought it was kind of odd how these people, kind of got mad at us for getting upset about the things that they were doing in their fashion show. When, to be honest, we knew nothing about these people. We didn't know that they hosted fashion shows. The only thing we knew was that we were unsuspecting people getting into a fashion show on Animal Jam, and some crazy shit kind of went down. That was about it. But these people also had the ability to block us and kick us. So I guess at the same time, like, we're all at fault for that, because we all had the ability to do the same thing and just, like, get over it. But none of us did. I also wanted to say that it was kind of weird that these people who are, like, way older than me, went around and berated me and followed me and harassed my accounts and shit like that and stuff, not only after the live but on live. I totally would have understood if these people were upset and told me to be like, or if they had been like, yo, this is like really bad, can you take this shit down, which I would have been totally okay with. It was what I was going to do in the first place, but they did not ask me to take anything down. They came into my live, berated me about my live streams, and started saying some really, like, odd shit or whatever, and following us around on the live afterwards. So they didn't even try to be, like, nice or professional about it at first, which I suppose we didn't deserve that for what we had done, but I still would have rather, been like, hey, this is ass, can you, like, take this down? I don't want you recording my VCs and stuff. And I would have totally have done that, but these people wigged out on me and berated me live and didn't do any of that. And then they also kept berating me and stuff in their own Discord. But again, I still take full responsibility for what we personally have done. I'm not expecting an apology or, like, anything from these people. I just wanted to, like, stream this to, like, address some of the, like, more specific things that might have gotten lost in, like, the drama or whatever, which I don't even want to call it that, because it's not like I'm a huge streamer or anything, and it's not like I was doing it on purpose for views. The only people that were attending my live stream were people I was, like, friends with. And I don't really like to get into drama. So, like, when I woke up this morning and saw a bunch of shit, I was already so over it, and stuff like that. And, like, did I already talk about this? Like, after I had seen that one of the people had removed their TikTok, I thought we had, like, a mutual understanding that we were all, like, over it. And so that's why I took the live stream down. Not because I was scared or because I was being harassed or anything, but because I just thought we were all over it. And I just want to say how odd it is that even though I have blocked and ignored, like, a bunch of them, the fact that they still stalk my accounts and come and, like, try to harass me in my comments is really weird. I don't know everyone's age, but they're definitely a bit older than me. I wasn't gonna say my age or anything, but I literally just turned 18 this year, like, just a couple months ago, and all of these people are over the age of 21. Some of them, like, closer to 30, I believe. And it's just weird that this is what they're doing on an Animal Jam game of all things. And also, wait, there was another thing. I might have already talked about this too, but like, since they wanted to like talk about like the legal shit that I could get into, I would also like to point out that stalking and harassing people after they have blocked you and tried to move on is also kind of illegal. So if we all want to like pull the legality card, there's that. But I don't really want this to continue. I'm already so over it. And I thought they were too, but apparently they're stalking my old live streams. And I had got a comment on a live stream that was recorded 3 days prior, which is really weird. Sorry, I was adjusting. What was another thing? Oh my god, sorry about my cat. Like, I had this one person, I won't name their name, but someone on an Animal Jam live stream I did 3 days prior came into my comments and said, "This live is chopped as fuck." I don't care that people are shit-talking me. That's not, like, my problem. My problem is that people are, like, continuing to stalk and harass me. These people can say what they'd like about me. Like, this person who posted on their Instagram was talking about how, like, how they were bullied for being autistic or whatever. I am also autistic. I am, like, diagnosed autistic. So there's that. And also talking about how I'm ripping my vape into my mic. There was, like, no reason to bring that up. I don't know what that has to do with what we're talking about. So, also, if you people are, like, how old you are and you feel bullied by me, I'm sorry, but I think that's a little, like, over the top. 'Cause, like, you guys could also just ignore and, like, leave or whatever. I'm not totally sure what else to talk about. I don't remember a lot of the points. Oh, wait, this person was also talking about how I was raiding someone's server. They did admit that they must have misunderstood the context of it. So in one of my previous lives, a friend of ours had came and raided my live stream. Which, if you don't know what a raid is, they basically just send all of their viewers to your stream, after their stream ends. So they were just raiding. Sorry, I dropped my mouse. This person was just raiding my stream. This was not like a raiding thing. This person is talking about how we were making gun sounds and how I said, "What if I blast everyone in the face with a shotgun?" Which, that was a joke. And I feel like it's kind of odd to bring that up, as we had also done the same thing to you guys, where we had misunderstood the context of some of the things that you had said, including your personal jokes. So, you know, I feel like it's, like, hypocritical of both sides of us to do stuff like this. I start talking about a drug, saying it gives me flashbacks. I was addicted to Benadryl for a while back then. and it was like really bad. And when I'm talking about my shoulder blade, I was talking about how my shoulder blade hurt. Like, I don't know why that was brought up at all. But I was talking about how my shoulder blade was hurting. Like, my shoulder blade, you know, the thing on your back. Yeah, my shoulder blade. I have, like, issues with my shoulders. So that's why I was talking about that. Everyone in their chat was also agreeing, like, hours ago, that, like, we would just get over it and stuff like that. So that's why I thought this was all, like, done and over with, but apparently they're still talking about it, which, again, totally fine. They can do what they want. I'm just gonna keep blocking people and not interacting, because this is just, like, old news at this point. You guys can have your own opinions, say what you would like. You guys can send your points in the comments. If you're just going to sit there and berate me in the comments and not make any points or, like, criticization, like, actual criticizations whatsoever, I'm just gonna, like, block you or whatever. But if you have anything else to add, you can do that. Obviously, because I know that not everyone has gotten the full context of it, and even I'm missing a lot of, like, points that I haven't talked about yet, which I'm about to get into a couple of them, just the ones that I can remember, though. I guess I can talk about how, like, the racist thing. So, sorry, I choked. Okay, so for the racist thing, from what I remember, they said, hold on, I need a sip of water. From what I remember, they had said in their VC, that they were going to make the theme Chinese New Year's to piss us off. Which, the fact that the Chinese New Year's thing is a theme is not the problem, at least to me personally. That was not the problem I saw with it. Chinese New Year, is fucking dope as shit. And that would have been a super cool theme, obviously. What was bad, in my eyes personally, was the fact that you didn't want to use that theme as, like, an actual theme. You guys said it in order to, like, be offensive. Like, you were purposely trying to offend and, like, enrage people or, like, rage bait people with it. That was what I saw the problem with. Because clearly if you're going to, like, try and use it to, like, enrage people, you obviously might already see something funny about that for whatever reason. So, yeah, but that was me personally, just the only thing I saw wrong with that, because there was no reason to say something like that. What was another thing? I also remember the Logan Forest video part or whatever. Logan Paul Forest video, yeah. Part. And while, yes, that was, like, on theme, I suppose, that doesn't really make it okay. And I remember in the VC, one of the people in there had said that their friend had killed themselves and they would have thought the Logan Paul Forest video was funny. Now, I'm not, like, trying to say that's wrong for saying, but as someone who has also had a friend kill themselves, I'm just giving a different point, because my friend who had killed himself, would not have found it funny. I shouldn't have to, like, say a lot of this stuff, like, out loud and stuff like that, but, like, I'm just trying to put other points out there, I suppose. But yeah, I have also had a friend who has killed themselves, and they would not have thought that was funny. But, if your friend would have found that funny, props to you guys. But not everyone has the same viewpoints on stuff like that. I don't know what another thing to talk about would be. I don't know. I just think it's weird that, like, everyone is still talking about it and sending people to harass me when I have done nothing, like, to do the same. I took the live stream down. We've all ignored everyone who has, been attempting to harass us. And I'm not saying people who have attempted to criticize us, just people who have tried to stalk and, like, actually harass us. We posted no videos, we posted no response to this, until, now. But the fact that everyone else was doing all this when it's New Year's and everything, and everyone should be enjoying themselves and having plans, is kind of odd to me. Again, everyone can think what they want. We all make mistakes, some bigger than others. And, we can all learn and grow from it and move on. This was not supposed to get, like, as bad as it was. I still admit to my wrongdoings, but I also think the other side kind of blew it out of the water just a little bit, I suppose. 'Cause, like, again, it's not like I'm doing any of this for big reasons. I'm just here to stream Animal Jam. That's about it. I'm not sure what time it is for a lot of people, so people might see this or they might not. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. Which means it's been almost like 2 days, I think. I don't know. Also, everyone criticizing me for being, like, nasty in my stream or, like, in my VC was also caught doing the same thing in their own VC. So I guess that's, like, I don't know. Again, I'm not, like, trying to excuse my actions. I will repeat this multiple times. What I did was not okay. I either should have not encouraged it, or, not had streamed it, or, all the other stuff. I take full responsibility for that. That was my fault. I shouldn't have done that. I'm really sorry to anyone who was involved. I will not be... Sorry, I dropped another thing. I will not be doing that ever again. I will continue my streams. People can tune in. People can say what they want. I'll just, remove them and move on, 'cause this was being dragged out for so long as quote-unquote big Animal Jam drama, when it's not even, like, that big, I suppose. I don't know what else to, like, talk about. Obviously, if anyone has any other points I might have missed, you can, like, talk about them. I don't know, but I just heard that everyone was going to move on from it, and the TikTok video was taken down, so I had taken down my live, because I thought we had all just moved on, but I guess not. Of course, people can make their posts, say what they would like. That is totally fine. That is, the internet is a free place to do what you would like. But just be wary about it, I suppose. I have not interacted with anyone that was featured in that video. Like, aside from my friends, of course, but I have not interacted with anyone featured in that video or stream since then. So the fact that these people keep coming back to my account to do what they have been doing seems a little odd to me, especially when they, are however old they are. But, yeah. I don't know. Again, I was not attempting to, what's the word? I don't know. I'm not trying to, call these people out, or continue this. I apologize if it seems that way. I'm just kind of trying to, put in some more context and, clear up some misunderstandings that some people might have had about not only things that I said in that stream, but also things in my prior streams, which, again, have nothing to do with the stream before that, so I don't know why people are going back to stalk my old live streams, after they said that they were over it already. But, yeah, so I think I'm gonna end the stream. I might come back to this at some point in case, someone makes, a really good, point or whatever, and I need to, go back and address something. But this live stream is mostly for the people that happen to be victims in that VC. Again, I would like to sincerely apologize for that, as that's not really the kind of person I want to be, and it was extremely wrong of me to do so. So even, if we all have different viewpoints on it, I personally want to apologize for it because that was, not okay for me to do. So I think I'll end this here. If you guys see this, you see it. You can have your own opinions about, everything I said in here. That is totally fine. But I would really like all of this to, blow over. I don't want to put it under, the rug. I don't want to just sweep it under the rug. Obviously, I want to address some things. And I will be leaving this stream up for anyone who wants to look at it. I definitely missed a lot of points in here. And I'm really sorry about that. But it's just so much to go through when there really shouldn't be. But yeah, that's about all I have to say for now. Enjoy your new year. I hope that everyone, just enjoys their new year, stuff like that. And